Okay, so this is the equivalent of a walk through the particular exercise in terms of the questions. So this should help you to answer some of those ones in case you're getting a bit stuck. Keep in mind that you very much want to focus on utilizing this lovely diagram. So with this first one, you've got for question 4, what you're doing is you're converting units. So I'm going from meters to centimeters. So meters to centimeters, which means I'm multiplying by 100. So these tutorials aren't designed to show you every single answer. It's designed to show you how to get there. So I'll actually have 2, which is my meters, multiplied by my conversion factor, which was multiplied by 100, because I'm going from meters to centimeters. So it'll be 2 multiplied by 100, which will give me my answer in centimeters. Next one that I'm doing, I'm going from meters again, and I'm going to centimeters. So I am going to again multiply by 100. So you've got your 26.1, and then you're going to multiply it by 100 to give you your answer. Next one we have got here, we've got now going the other way. So we're going from centimeters to meters, centimeters to meters. So I'm going to actually divide by 100. So I'll do my 500 divided by my 100 to give me my answer in meters. Okay, question 5, let's go. Question 5, what we're doing is we are converting units and adding lengths together. In order to do that, we need to know what we have to actually change. So here is what we are aiming to get, which is what the question states. And here is what we need to actually change. So I've got millimeters here, I've got meters here, and I've got meters here. So let's do one thing at a time. First thing I need to do is I need to convert these 2 millimeters into centimeters. And just quick review. So I'm converting 2 millimeters into centimeters. I'm going to divide it by 10. So in order to do this, I am going to do my 2 divided by 10. That'll give me my answer in centimeters. And then I add this number to my 8. So 2 divided by 10 is actually, I'm going to give you this one, 0.2. So it'll be 0.2 plus 8. So that's 8.2 centimeters for that question. Next one, we've got our 7 meters and we've got our 30 centimeters, and we want to convert it all to centimeters. So we're going from meters to centimeters. So meters to centimeters, meters to centimeters. So we are going to be multiplying by 100 for this number. So we have our 7 multiplied by 100, and then we're going to be adding our 30 that we have here. So 700 plus our 30, and don't forget our units, so 730 centimeters. Next one, we have kilometers and meters, and we only want it in kilometers. So I'm going from meters, to kilometers. So double check, I'm going from meters to kilometers. So I'm going to be dividing by 1000. So I'm going to divide that number by 1000. So I have 732 divided by 1000 gives me the amount in kilometers. And then I add this number. So I'll give you this one again. So 0.732 kilometers. And then I need to add that number to my 25 kilometers. And that will give me my answer in kilometers. Okay, heading over to question 6. I am again converting units, so I need to know which way I'm going. I'm going from big to a small. So if I'm going from a big to a small, I will be multiplying. I'm just going to add that little note over here. I'm going to be multiplying. If I am going from a big to a small again, I'm going to be multiplying. And this one, I have millimeters to meters. So I'm actually getting from a small unit to a much larger unit. So I will be dividing. So let's make sure we can see that dividing. Okay, so to get from kilometers to centimeters, again, same deal. So kilometers to centimeters, okay? So I actually have to jump through my meters as well, and here are the numbers I have to worry about, similar to one of our examples. So if I'm going from kilometers to centimeters, I'm actually going to go through my meters as well. So let's just make that little note just so you can keep track of things. So if I'm going from kilometers to meters, I'm dividing by 1,000. If I'm going from meters to centimeters, I'm dividing by, oh, apologies, sorry. I am multiplying, let's fix that. I am multiplying by 1,000, and I am multiplying by 100. So your answer when you're writing it, when you're going to use a calculator for this one, so it'll be 6 times 1000 multiplied by 100, and that will give you your answer in centimeters. Next one, similar thing, we have to go from kilometers to meters, then meters to centimeters. So same as above up here, you're going to have your number, and then you're going to be multiplying your number by 1000 to get to meters, and then multiplying it by 100 so we get it to centimeters. And again, remember to write your answer with your units of measurement. Next one, we're going from millimeters to meters. So we actually have a few steps in this. We have to go from millimeters to centimeters, then we're going to meters, then we're going to meters. Okay, so if I am going from millimeters to centimeters, so let's have a look. Millimeters to centimeters, I'm dividing by 10. If I'm going from centimeters to meters, I'm dividing by 100. So let's get that one done, shall we? An apology, yep. Nope, all good. Okay, so if I am doing this, so if I'm going from millimeters to centimeters, what I am actually doing, as I just said earlier, I am going from a small unit to a much larger unit. So what I will be doing is from a smaller unit to a much larger unit, I am going to be dividing. So I am going to be dividing by, in this case, from millimeters to centimeters by 10. And then I am also going to be dividing, to go from centimeters to meters, I'm going to be dividing it by 100. So here is what you're going to put into your calculator. 913,000 divided by 10. And then you're going to divide that whole number by 100. And you should get your answer in meters. Next questions, running through it quite quick. So we have our next one here. We are reading our rulers. For 7B in particular, you're going to measure it in centimeters, okay? So once you look at that diagram, this will absolutely make sense, but you're looking at where it starts to where it ends, and you are measuring in centimeters. For this next one, again, you're going to measure in centimeters, but you are going to end up with a decimal number because you do have those millimeter little lines in between. So you need to keep track of them. Okay, for 7D, a little bit harder. You need to keep track of where you're starting and where it's finishing. Maybe you didn't quite set up the ruler as well as you'd like, and this is something that actually does happen. So we need to see where we're starting and where we're finishing. Where I'm starting is 1.5 centimeters. And where I'm finishing is 4.5. So once I minus my finish from my start, I end up with my total length. For this one, it will be 3 centimeters. Okay, for 8B, similar type of thing, but here I actually have kilometers as my answer. So double check that you have your correct units of measurement. So for this one, my start is 11.8 kilometers and my finish is 12.2. So I do my finish minus my start, and I get my answer, which will be 0.4 kilometers. Make sure to put those numbers in. For question 9, just to help you out as well, for question 9, what you are doing is using subtraction to find the difference between those measurements, and we have to do some conversions. So all I noticed so far is this meters, I need to actually get this meters into centimeters. So if I'm going from meters to centimeters, I'm starting off bigger and I'm getting smaller, which means that I am going to be, let's double check. So if I'm going meters to centimeters, so if I'm going meters apologies. If I'm going meters to centimeters, so let's double check. Meters to centimeters. Yep, I am going to be multiplying. So let's do that to our question. So I have 3.5 meters and I'm going to multiply it by 100. So 3.5 multiplied by 100. Okay, and that will give me my answer in centimeters. And then I am going to find the difference between these two numbers. So you'll have to have whatever your answer is and then minus your 40 centimeters to give you your answer. For question 10, what you are doing is you are ordering lengths. The best thing that I can tell you with this one is you want to get them all in the same unit of measurement. So the easiest one to aim for is actually centimeters. So you're going to have to do, with question B, you're going to have 1, 2, 3 conversions you need to do. Okay. And for question D, you are going to need to do, again, 3 conversions. So just a couple little things with that. So with letter B, just so you're on the right track. So with letter B, you have kilometers and you want to get that to centimeters. So that's for one of the calculations. And you're going to do that via your meters. Okay. So again, you're going to have some different numbers, but just stick with it. Next one I have is meters and I want to get to centimeters, nice and easy. And the last one I have for this one is millimeters and I want to get to centimeters. So that's for question 10B. For 10D, you need to be mindful of what you are doing again. So I've got kilometers and I'm changing my kilometers to centimeters. I'm going to go via my meters just to keep track. And the next one that I have is my meters and I'm going to centimeters. And the last one I have is millimeters. And again, I want to head to centimeters. Last question. So, real world problems. When we have anything with lengths, particularly when you're making things, particularly on job sites, you do actually use millimeters instead of meters. So, for this one, first thing we need to do is convert our meters to centimeters. So that's going to be your first step. So you've got your meters to centimeters. So to get from 2.5 meters to whatever centimeters, I need to actually be able to multiply that number because I'm going again from a big to a smaller unit, so my number should get bigger. So it'll be 2.5 multiplied by 100, so it should equal 250. Okay, so my answer will be 250 centimeters. So with those 250 centimeters, I am now going to also change. So I've done one part. So I've done one part of conversion, but I now need to do my second part of the conversion, which is this one. So I've got my 50 millimeters, and I want to turn that into centimeters. So 50 millimeters, so 50 millimeters, so 50 divided by 10 gives me gives me 5 centimeters. Okay, now I need to be adding these two numbers together. So 250 centimeters and 5 centimeters. So my total width now will actually be 255 centimeters. And you are done, gents.